Hi, everybody. This is your stay-at-home grandma, and I have been yesterday. I don't know. I've just been busy. We're just trying to pack up everything. We're still not able to go into our house yet, so we're still here, but we're packing and everything like that. And you know, it is what it is. Anyway, I'm making one pot nachos, so I did the hamburger already. Just enough hamburger for him and I. Okay, now spread this out. Put in my tomato. I like the crushed tomatoes in them. So I season the crushed tomatoes with onion powder, garlic powder, some garlic pepper, and a little bit of, you know, I'll take 1 minute. I'll pour this on. Put this in the sink. Got my water all ready. A little bit of, crushed red peppers. I'm half working today. So I'm going to stir this around. Because I like the crushed tomatoes in mine. This makes it taste like I need some jalapenos at the refrigerator. Hey, Ola Joe, how you doing? So I'm going to use the 5-cheese Italian style. Okay, because it's got mozzarella, smoked provolone, Asiago, Parmesan, and Romano cheese. So we're good. I'm going to use these. They're sweet, spice, chili. So I'm going to use these as nachos. But I got to get some jalapenos out. How's everybody doing? I want to. I think there was some up here. You never know what's up here. There's girls around. Well, maybe not. No, they're not. Don't know the door either. My granddaughters must have eaten them. So I'll get some in a minute. I'll put them on after anyway because he don't like the jalapeno. So now I'm going to put the nachos on. I'll put this down just a little bit so you can see. These are quick dinners that I made. I did the first recipe book. It should be out by the end of this month. And then I'm going to do the next recipe book. These are for not just people who have disabilities and stuff like that, but I noticed that like a lot of young people now are coming home and figuring what to cook, and they don't want to send out for food. Sometimes they don't have money to send out for food, so it's better to have a plan, and start to slow cook a lot of things in your crock pot, or make one-cooked meals, and then make enough for like 2 days. Because life is not easy anymore. It's never been easy, but it's really not easy. And it's expensive when you eat out a lot. And I never really did like to eat out. At one particular time, when I was working a lot, I did eat out, but not that much. That tastes good. Okay, so that's good. A little chili taste to it. I'll put this over here and I'll put that in the basket later. So now, I'm just reading along with it. It rained all day today here, but it snowed every place else, so I'm not mad. But it's damp and giving my legs a run for the money. So this is the cheese. I'll put the cheese on it. this here for now. And into the oven it goes. And this will take all of, I think, 10 minutes. So I will actually talk to you all. Those nachos are good. I never had the chili before. Did now though. Turn it around. Get my nachos. And you can actually see the finished product. It takes about 10 minutes for the 10-15 minutes for the cheese to melt. Boy, that hurt. So the inspector came to City Hall today and said that they put in some of the paper. Oh my goodness, I lost the phone. Put it on the cord. They put in some of the paperwork, but not all of it. I don't know what's going on, but anyway, you got to have one from the electrician. He's got to check the electrical wiring in the walls to make sure that everything's okay. Make sure that nothing was jury-rigged or anything like that. So the landlord has now put, instead of the insurance company, because it's a long, drawn-out story about what happened with the insurance company, and it's their fault. But anyway, the landlord put the paperwork in his name, the one who's managing the whole kit caboodle. So we good. Oh yeah, Mardi Gras Day, isn't it? All right, I'm ignorant to Mardi Gras. Oh, Joe, does it last a week? Oh, that sounds good. I'm going to. I'm good. I started packing up things and everything like that. I don't worry. And the reason why, I mean, just a little bit, but I give my stuff to God. And I know that God is always going to work it out. I learned about that situation when I was 8 when my father died. That's a long story. I'll tell you about it one day, but it wasn't a long story. You know, he was home. My mother brought him home to die at home, but nobody told him he was going to die. But anyway, so I knew that all the conversations were going to be good. What I like is the fact that this inspector is making sure. Because at the end of the day, it always says, give your problems to God and he'll answer them, and he does. And when you don't, that's when things go awry, as far as I'm concerned. I learned some of this the hard way as a young woman coming up. You know, whenever I just got to, you know, I'm going to handle it and everything like that. And it just didn't turn out the way it was supposed to. So I just left it alone. One day I'm just giving all to God. And I have never, he's never missed a beat. It may not be the way I want it, but he has never missed a beat. And you know what I'm talking about. So anyway, I'm going to do the part 2 of the cookbook of the, you know, the one-pot meals. I'm going to do one on crockpots, but I am going to do one on vegetarian food mostly. Even though I am not a vegetarian, I eat vegetarian food. So, I mean, I pray all the time. I pray for everybody. And people I don't know. People I see, because I know in my heart is struggling, but I don't know them. You know, I pray for them. You can pray for the little animals. I will. I think I'll even name it. Oh, this is the cookbook especially for Ola Joe. I got your email. Thank you. I'm actually going to look it up. Tomorrow night I'm going online to start my knitting classes. I got my knitting online, not knitting classes. And then Thursday, I'm probably not going online. If I do, it might be because I haven't ordered anything. And I haven't accepted anything. So I'm not doing any reviews. So I'm going to go on and I'm going to start crocheting. I'm really sick. These are Doritos. They're really not nachos. He bought these. Yeah, I will. The other one should be out. I just have to get some alignments online. Just send it through Amazon. These Doritos, and they're called Spicy Sweet Chili. I didn't know they were down here. I should have learned it when I was little, when my mother was willing to teach me, but I wanted to learn how to knit. I wanted to be a big girl. You are so good. So, for the next couple of weeks, we're here. And we'll see what happens. And like I said, I'm just not going to stress. Because when God wants us to go back into the house, we will. And what's funny about the whole thing, not funny, haha, but just completely strange. We had a list. We had just had the roof done. So we had a list of things that we were going to do in the house. Well, they're all being done. So did I say God started the fire? No. But what the devil meant for evil, God meant for good. That's how I feel. And I've got to do my hair tonight too. We'll do the top part of it. I'm losing some of my hair. But that's okay. Hey. I'm lucky I have any at this age. Again, thank God for God, and I love this place. As a matter of fact, me and my business partner were thinking about actually starting the cooking classes and stuff here, and maybe renting the rooms, the bedrooms and stuff like that. But we'll see, because the church that I used to be a pastor, well, I was an associate pastor, a minister, and an associate pastor, and then pastor because pastor got sick. It's right down the road. I'll take some pictures too, so you can see all that before I move. And I said that before, but I will do it. I'm just slow doing things because there's so much to do. You know what I mean? And I asked her, did they put a new kitchen in? If they put a new kitchen in that, they also now use it for a rec hall, but nobody seems to use it. So having said that, maybe I can work a deal with her on that. So we'll see. But yeah, yeah, I mean, my house is paid for and stuff like that. We worked really hard for it. But, when working hard for it and stuff like that, that in retrospect, that yeah, I still have a lot of hair. I mean, I'm 75 years old. Something had to go. You know what I mean? So I got a whole bunch of new teeth coming in 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. The front, these right here, not the bottom. Although the backs, he fixed the spaces so that I could actually have them on evenly and stuff like that. I lost my teeth from having dry mouth syndrome, and I've had that since I was a kid. So, it happens. And then, like my hair is thinning out and stuff in here. That's why I wear a lot of bands in the front. So yeah, I'm taking vitamins for it and stuff like that, because it suddenly started happening. So you know what I mean? So it looks like It's wispy, but it's still hair. You know what I mean? And you can't expect to be like you were at 17. You know what I mean? At least I don't. You know what I mean? So I take the bad with the good. And when I don't want to be bothered with it, I just brush it back and then put my headbands on. You know? So that's how it goes. My girlfriend's coming over. One of my friends is coming over to braid my hair again and stuff like that, because my daughter braided it when she was here, my oldest daughter, and it lasted up until about a week ago, and then it started pulling out. So, you know what I mean? So she'll help me. But, you just got to understand that, with age comes wisdom, but then a lot of stuff goes while that's coming. So anyway, I think I can take this out the oven. Let's see. I'm going to sneak over to the oven. Like there's a cake in the oven. Really, Didi? So here it is. I'm going to put this down because it's hot. In a minute, but it's done. And to be perfectly honest with you, I started doing some of the one-pot meals, before all the nacho rage and everything like that, and taco rage. I don't know. The first time I had tacos, the kids were like teenagers. But, I started trying to put things together for them so that they would happen. So I would cook like on a Monday, because I used to get home early on Monday, because I always worked in the school system. So, I would get off and I would come in. I had 2 jobs and went to school, but I was always home on Monday, Sunday and Monday. So I would cook for them and just, cook a couple of things. And then that way they could come home and they could eat. But we pretty much always ate together. Hey, Gloria. How you feeling? KB, hey! Yeah, we're having a birthday party for Joey on the 25th. Just an anniversary, because I came on for a little while on the 10th and stuff like that, but I don't want to memorialize him like that, and I'd rather do it on his birthday. Hey, I bring it every day. What's up with you? Gloria, what's up with you? How you feeling, Gloria? How you feeling? And I noticed that you went to urgent care last night. Tell me what happened. So having said that, I got into doing like one-pot meals and trying to, balance things together. And then after I had the stroke, I began to realize I cannot cook. I can, but I can't cook like I used to, like chop the onions up, chop the peppers up, put this together. For the holidays, I do that, but I cannot. Yeah, I celebrate Joey every day too. Okay, you're on blood pressure meds. I figured that they were going to give you that. Get some vinegar pills, Gloria, anybody else too, and take one of those a day, and that will help keep your blood pressure down. Stay away from salt, not completely, but add less to the salt, and use more fresh, or dried herbs and things like that, and then use a lot more garlic in your food and stuff like that, and you'll find out that your blood pressure will stay down, because my blood pressure is down. I still take my pills though, But at some point in time, my doctor said, you might not need both of them. But hey. Hey, moms! What you doing, moms? What you doing, moms? No, never mind. Okay, that just went all to the left. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. So that wins. That wins. Because when you season your food and you're cooking with food and you're cooking with a lot of herbs and spices, most of the spices have their own salt anyway that's already added to it without any salt at all. It's just kind of grown in the soil. So, you get some salt back and stuff like that. You cooking, that's what I just got finished cooking. We just missed it. So most of the food has its own salt anyway. Most of the herbs and stuff have their own salt anyway. So I found that, because my husband has a pacemaker in his heart and stuff like that, but he don't listen, because I say, don't taste the food before you put salt in it. And then he'll come, okay, it's a little bit too salty. I said, because you put salt in it. Duh. But anyway, so, I'm just, like I said, we're having something for my son the 25th. So I'm going to actually have it on StreamYard. And I'm coming on tomorrow night to knit finally. Yeah. Well, see, I'm still at the other house. I'm not in my regular house yet. So when you were 7? Oh, okay. My mother never really subscribed to the salt thing. You know what I mean? My mother cooked with a lot of herbs and a lot of fresh herbs. Mine are dried and stuff like that. But, it depends upon what. I don't have a yard, so I just do what essentials up there. But, she did not cook with a lot of salt either, because she had blood pressure since she was a kid. Yeah. Yeah, I thought so too. I'm hoping, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to pre-start some things here, and then when I go over to the other house, I'm right around the corner, the country corner, but it's not that far. I'm going to put plastic over them as I go. That's why I haven't done a lot of planting and stuff like that, or we would have been on. Oh, okay. Yeah. So my mother was not. My mother was not. Okay, that was not a thing that she subscribed to. And I'm really glad, because I don't require a lot of salt. Whereas I know my husband's mother, she would salt the food very gingerly, but then they would put more salt on the food and things like that. I don't. The only thing I require, maybe mostly more salt to, is my corn and my mashed potatoes. Other than that, that's it. And if you know to the point, I don't eat many mashed potatoes. I love them. I just don't make them. Okay. And then unless it's a holiday or something like that, I'm a rice and bean eater from way back. So that's that. Anyway, okay, I've been on for a little while. I don't stay on long unless we're knitting or something like that. And when I'm not doing any arts and crafts, because he's in that room, and I separated the room and I put the divider up, but it doesn't take away from the fact that he watches television, and the things that he watches, other than the fishing. I don't mind that, but I don't want to get any stings or anything like that. So anyway, I love you all. Take care. God bless. Stay safe and hold your family close. And I will be on tomorrow night unless something happens. But I'll give you an update on the house and everything like that. Because I'm going to talk with City Hall tomorrow, because they met with the man. He took down the sign because he wasn't letting anybody in. So apparently they're going in sometime next week to do what they have to do. But I will see you all, okay? And I'll see you tomorrow night. Come on and knit, and let's talk, and bring your drink and whatever. Love you all. Bye-bye.